All right, I think we're live now.
Leave that on.
Yeah, I think we're live now. Is anyone there?
Not yet.
I think so. Let me fix this. Tell us if we're live.
Behind the scenes pictures.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debian Samuels.
This is so good.
Never average. He's sucking his finger, that's why.
Yeah.
How is everybody? Tony, where do I see the comments?
Right here. Comments are here.
Richard, Debbie's telling you hi. You're going
and
to say
Milan
hi?
says you hi as well.
Or are you going to suck your finger the whole time? Jesus, can I see yourself? Thunder, say hi. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mrs. Dennis. Hi, Denise. Haircut Q8.
Haircut what?
Q8. Hair care Q8.
Hair care Q8. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We are supposed to have the lawyer on today, but again, the lawyer had to cancel. But we will definitely have, what's the name of the lawyers coming on next week?
Richards and Richards.
Richards and Richards. So they will come on and do divorce. Those of you who want to get a divorce, and those of you who want to write a will. We've had some challenges with divorce before. I think our heads are too close.
Oh, fix it.
The person's taking a long time to get their divorces.
Does it have to take long?
No, it shouldn't. Not if you're not fussing or quarreling.
Or if you don't have anything to fight over.
Yeah. Brand Jamanette. Gosh. Oh, my I get dark again, Tony. He says Xander will soon take over the company. Evening, guys.
Yes.
Xander's wondering what's going on. Looking at too many things here now. Right?
Xander will host YouTube Live in a few years.
It's a lovely baby. Thank you. Xander's my grandson.
Oh, somebody needs to turn on the fan. Rachel, can you turn on the fan for us,
Rachel, turn on the fan, please. Xander.
At the back, I think.
At the back, I think.
Or you can just step it back.
Or push it back from us. For those of you in Jamaica know that we use fans.
Some must.
Yeah. Poor people use fan. Or rich people use fan.
Shanette says, I still haven't gotten my sheet set.
Have you picked it up? Everything is at the office.
Right. Everything's at the office to collect.
All right. Are you still here in the wind? Tell me, Milan. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you saying? Thank you.
My hairstyle.
Oh, yeah. This one is nice, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Went into New Kingston and I was there with one of my girlfriends, gave her a lift to go to some business, and I was there. I said, I'm going to the stores and see what's going on. So I went to the shopping center.
Right.
I booked up this store. I could have buy out the whole store. And the prices were more than reasonable. So like this one was about $3,500.
That's all.
Mhm.
For a haircut.
For a haircut, $3,500.
That's nice. I can wear it over and over and
Over and over, and I don't have to sit in front of the hairdresser too long.
Mm-hmm. Sandra also says, handsome grandson.
Sons, I'm calling you handsome. Say thank you. Took your finger and say thank you.
So any real estate questions today? Let's see. Hi, Maxine.
Hi.
Someone says, SMD says, question. I have contributed to the NHT 5 years ago. Have I lost my money?
No. NHT?
Mm-hmm.
No. The money is there. You can either get back refund contributions after 7 years, which I recommend you don't do that. Or you can wait, because you're not going to do anything sensible with the money. That's why I'm saying that. Right? Some persons take it out and say they buy stocks.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that works for them. But persons have left that money there when they're ready to buy their houses. They use it as the deposit.
Right.
So NHT will give you about that contribution to use as part of your closing costs and your deposit, right?
Right.
So they'll give you up to 2 years in the back. So now it's 2021. They'll give you everything up to 2019 that you have contributed to the trust to use as part of your deposit or closing costs. So people use it for deposits. They use it for lawyer's fee. They use it to do all kind of things, as long as it have to do with the buying a property.
Right.
Right? So yes, the money is there for you. And let's just say you don't use that money. Let us say you buy a property through the NHT, you take an NHT loan and you didn't use the money. What you can do is the housing trust, every single year on, is it January, Tony?
I think so.
They will put back your contributions onto your mortgage. So technically, if your mortgage is up to date, it will pay down the principal.
That's what happened with mine.
Right.
I think my
Can you share the screen? You still have the app?
I can share the screen.
All right. Tony's going to show you. So hold on. Let me see another question while you wait for that.
All right. Everyone, if you want to ask us a question, can you put the word question first and then the question? That way it's easier to spot it with all the comments that's coming.
Right. That's what SMB did. So put question before handsome Xander saw that you don't really work much with St. James Parish. What do you want to do? You want to buy or you want to sell? Do you have anything coming up in St. James?
We do. We have 3 properties coming up in St. James, I think.
House, land?
Two are houses.
2 are houses?
Yeah. I think the 3rd one is a commercial, though.
Okay. We're waiting on those to come so we can put them up, guys. The word question.
Oh, Alex Welcome says, when we're in Ochi, remember the rug. We were in Ochi yesterday.
Oh
we were in Ochi yesterday.
I was in Ochi yesterday. And I even went to Soldier Restaurant. Jeez.
That's near?
I think so.
That's where next.
He's on the main road, right? He's on Ochi Main. If you're on Ochi Main, we went to Soldier Restaurant. Toni-Ann, you need to remember, man.
I do.
We should be back down there, though, because we're looking at some land.
What I need to do on Monday, I need to just take Alex rug and put it
in the car. Right,
there.
that's why it's there. Yeah.
Okay, Maxine says, Tony, you're in charge. Make sure Claudia answers all the questions tonight.
Hold on, still hearing the fan, but it's better. Still hearing the fan.
Still hearing the fan?
Hold on. Rich? All right, Rachel is my other daughter, which is Xander's mother. Shouldn't you be eating bridge so you can take exams?
She's resting.
She's resting. So we are babysitting at this hour. We're usually babysitting.
Right, it's 30 minutes to give her a rest.
So tell me if you still hear the fan.
Marcia Brown wants to know, how is the Ballet's development going?
Okay. So let me talk about Ballet's and then you want to get to your NHT.
Yeah.
I share the screen. All right. So the Bell Acre. So we're now currently, we started the perimeter wall. That's to be completed because now we're trying to close up the site. And we, bless you, and we are also putting in the drains now. Tony, you have an update? You have an update video for them?
Yeah, yeah, because I was out there the other day and did some footage.
I was there this morning too, showing a young couple. I hope they got on. I forgot to remind. So I was out there this morning as well. So the Bell Acre is coming on. Those of you who your budget, Zans, your budget is, you decided to talk, Zans. Your budget is 10.5 million. That will get you a 1 bed, 2 bath. No, am I saying? That will get you a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
Duplex house.
Duplex house. You found your app?
Yeah, I found the NHT app.
No, your app.
My app?
You can't show them your app where they refund you the money?
No, that's on my cell phone.
Oh, it's on your cell phone, so you can't share the screen.
Right, I can't share that.
Unless you screenshot it. Find it on your cell phone, screenshot it. Send it to your email or something.
Yeah, I probably can do that.
All right, so the Bell Acre, we're putting in the drains now. We have to put in the drains and everything. We catch a level for the road and all of that. So I said infrastructure work is going on now. That has to be done before we can actually get to the model unit. So that's what we're doing right now. Hey, Xander. All right, somebody's asking me, ladies, what is the plan with the Mastermind group? So the Mastermind group should have logged on to the Facebook, right, Tony?
Right.
Should have logged on to the Facebook. You need to log on because we're going to...
I think we have 2 set up. We have one on Facebook and one in Google Group. So I think we're still trying to decide which one to use. Because some persons don't want to use Facebook.
Why?
Because not everybody uses Facebook.
Not everybody uses Facebook?
No.
Okay. So the dilemma is, what we're gonna do?
That's it. We I think we're probably gonna be using the Google Group.
The Google Group.
Right. So it's just for us now to open up the platform so that we can start commenting and asking questions.
All right. So the Mastermind group. That's a group that went through the first set of training. For those of you who did not join our Zoom sessions, right? So if you had joined our Zoom sessions, you would have gone through Richest Man in Babylon book, Think and Grow Rich. You'd have also gone through Robert Kiyosaki's book. So this group would have moved on to the Mastermind group. Now the Mastermind group is we'll be learning some other things. So one of the things that we will be studying, everybody, is cryptocurrencies. We'll also be studying the stock market. I know Shauna, one of my participants, I don't know if she's out, she doesn't love stock market. Right? So Shauna, Mastermind group, you should be in that group. Yes, because you had come from the first group to the second group. So we will be studying the stock market, studying cryptocurrencies, and we'll also start studying business. Because those are the what we call now the other level to investment, investing, right? So your basic level that you can invest is real estate. I mean, you buy your first house, or like those of you who played Monopoly, if you played like me, you learn to buy 4 houses and you get to the hotel. The hotel. Right? You sell the 4 houses and you buy a hotel.
Or if you play the Rich Dad Poor Dad
game, which we also played, you learn to come out of the rat race, which is where you can now have other income that you collect that you don't have to work for. Basically, that's how I can explain it. So if your monthly expense is 1,000 US or 5,000 US or 100,000 Jamaican, then when you come out of the rat race is when you actually you have other investments bringing you 1,000 US or 100,000 Jamaican. And I'm not using that as an exchange rate. I'm just calling numbers off the top of my head, right? Mm-hmm. So that is when you can know, your 1,000 US is coming from another source. separate from your earned income. So it don't have anything to do with you working. So therefore, even if you never work, get up and work in the mornings, you're still bringing in that 1,000 US, right? So the Mastermind group, we're moving on to cryptocurrencies, stock market, and the third thing I said, business. Business. And there are different types of businesses that you can start. And in this day and age, business is the easiest thing to start. With internet,
It is
easiest thing to start, right? Those of you who want to come into that group, Tony, maybe you should set up a link. Can you set up a link now? Is there a way to set up a link so that they can send us their name, email address, or phone number? If you want to jump over into that group, but you must also still be in the other group, the first group. Because if you haven't learned about investment with real estate and the different types of investment and how to put away your money and how to not to just spend money. If you have a control the money, even if you start a business, even if you get into stocks and all these things and you're making money, you still have to work out, guys.
But question, for them to be in the Mastermind group, is it that they need to accomplish the first group first?
They should have.
So is it that they're
Because the first
needed
group,
to be able to save 50% of their income, start a secondary income, purchase the first real estate?
Yeah, purchase up to about 3 real estates.
Up to 3 real estates.
Yeah. So you would have had to R1 and have passive income. Because Think and Grow Rich, you would have definitely have to have gone through that book. Rich Dad Poor Dad and Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. What the rich teach your children that the poor don't. Because those books are the fundamentals of, I think they're for the Babylon book, Richest Man in Babylon book, is a book that opens up your whole headspace to a whole different.
Right.
You know?
And if you follow that book, everything that it says, you're on your way.
Long time.
Yeah, you'd have controlled your expenses, you'd have bought your first property, made your home a profitable place.
Yeah,
you'd have done so many things.
You'd have done so many things. You'd have made sure that you're covered by the necessary insurance. You'd have insured a future income. Those are some of the things that the book covers, right? In a very simple language, simple, easy to understand.
What I like about that book too is that it gives you the foundation as a young adult to organize your life. If you have done everything in that book, you're well on your way to retiring really good.
Right. If you don't want to do anything else.
So
if you only just read The Richest Man in Babylon and you execute, because what happened, a lot of you have read that book, you know about the book. You don't execute.
Execution is so important.
Yeah, you don't take action. As the mother said, take action. I hear me say, calm Miss Davis, no, you don't take the action. So of course, if you don't take action, you're not going to realize and understand. By the time you reach 40, and I tell you definitely if you reach 50 and you have not done the things that the richest man in Babylon would have said you are to do, it would have been too late. Yeah, there's a saying, it's never too late for a shower of rain, but there is.
There is.
Yeah. At some point, the grass just gone, I can't come back.
All right, so Tanisha Pedley says, I love your voice, Tony. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Tanisha.
And then
Haijaman. Tony. Have your name?
Yeah, it's spelled different, but it's the same name. And Haijaman says, hi, Tony. Can you please let me your number again regarding sending you the link to my channel? So it's 876-370-8138. That's 876-370-8138.
All right, so that's a mastermind group. So I hope you would have gotten the link, so you should have joined, but we will send it back around.
All right, Sharon Simon wants to know, Ms. Davis, has the property market slowed down in Jamaica due to COVID? What's the average time to sell a property in Jamaica?
Depends. If your property is a hot property, within 3 months it's gone. If your property is in St. Andrew, we'll sell. If your property is on the North Coast, depend on where the North Coast. And I really mean on the North Coast. I don't mean up in the bush.
Right.
On the North Coast. I really mean on the main. Yes. But also remember, it is price, location, and the property itself. Those 3 things. So it's not real estate agents sell the bits. What we do, we market the property so that more people can see.
And that the right person finds it.
And that the right person finds it. That's what we do. We're marketers. But if the price not right, if the location, I've sold some places when I look at it, I say, Claudia, how are you going to sell this? No.
And it sells.
Sell. If the price is right, so it's three things: the price, the location, the property itself. How does it show? Some of you will be selling properties that you don't fix up. You have seen us show places that them don't fix up.
Yeah.
Them don't look shiny and pretty.
But there are buyers out there who want somewhere to fix up.
Yeah. We have had lots of calls of persons who, I want to fix her up. I don't care it run down. Yeah. They want to fix her up, right? But you have to, the price, the location, the property itself must match. Mm-hmm. So don't give me an old rundown place up in the bush, up in the hill, and you tell me, oh, Miss Davis, this is 500,000 US.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm not going to cut it, guys. You're not a quarter acre. You're not even on 100 acres. You know what I'm saying? Right? So the property and must have running water, electricity, and these things.
Right.
If your property don't have those things,
it's gonna go for less.
It's gonna go for less money, right? Because we live in our modern time now. Hi Hope, how are you doing? Hi Devon. How long can they keep what? Land banking and under contract?
No,
land
Devon,
under contract.
How long can they keep land being sold under contract before it has to be put back on the market?
Oh, there is no time frame, Devon. What happens? It's under contract as long as the sale has not closed. So for various reasons, they could go to contract, and the surveyor comes back and said there's a breach. Right? So now they're going to take a time now to sit down and work that out. Who must pay for the breach? Should we lick down the fence? Should we? I can't take you out 4 months.
Right.
Depending on the buyer and the seller's lawyer. Right?
Yeah, it really depends.
What else hold it up? The buyer did not get a proper mortgage pre-approval letter. They go to the bank. Zans, you talking to me? Zander. And the bank says, we can't lend you any money. Then they go to another bank. They spend the next month or so. And the bank says, oh, we can't lend you money. And they're around the mulberry bush because they didn't get a proper pre-approval. But with everything in place, proper pre-approval and all of that, it shouldn't take more than 3 months to close.
You know what sometimes happens too? There's 2 sellers on the property, and one seller dies during the transaction. Mm-hmm. That can stall.
That can stall a sale as well. If both sellers had signed the transfer, then that's fine. It will still go through.
I know, but sometimes this transfer isn't signed until 3 months later. But what some persons have been doing now is giving the sale agreement and the transfer to sign at the same time.
Yeah. Once the transfer is signed and properly executed, it will go through. But if it has not been signed and properly executed, you're not in trouble there. Right? So under contract, Devon just means that somebody signed an agreement, paid a deposit, and they're now going through the process of trying to close and complete the sale. That's what it means.
Right. Stacy Campbell wants to know, do you think that land price will go down this year?
Go down? Down how? First of all right, so I bought Palmetto Estates 3.5. It was at 2.5. I started at 2.5. It reached 3.5.
Why did you buy that 2.5?
Dumb. Palmetto Estates is in St. Elizabeth, everybody. That's at La Covia. Went and looked at it at 2.5. I said, yes, I'm going to you. He said, sure.
Yeah,
but too far. That's what most of you said to me. Besides, I was in other things. I couldn't really move at that time. And then now, it came back on my horizon because I went to sell them now. So I was there now. I said, hold on a little bit, demand. And it was now, I saw it at Facebook. By the time I got there to try and sell them, it was phase 3. 1 and 2 sold out. Xander, you're interrupting grandma right now. Xander, you're interrupting grandma right now. You want to come off TV? Yes? Rachel, come and get this young man, please. He's interrupting the show. He's seeing himself and talking to himself. Yeah? Yes? You're talking to yourself? Xander? Yeah?
Mommy?
Want to go to mommy? Want to mommy? Rachel, I hope you eat your dinner, guys.
Yeah.
You ate already? Okay. Alright, so I do think land prices will go down. The first thing is that we tend to have a lot of hilly land, right? It's like Palmbrook Estate, flat land, right? Easy to build on. Amenities galore. So you said to yourself, which is what I said when I saw it at 2.5. I said, Claudia, this is a good buy now. Swimming pool, football field, gated community. They have them own well, they can't shut the water. Full fence right round.
Food services are there, light, water, internet.
Everything is there. So we got in. We bought it actually, 3.5. But then I only bought it because I sold another property. And I must give you the history of sold a property in, was it Mandeville?
Yeah.
Mandeville. And we said, okay, Tony, just roll out the money back in that. Because one of the things about me, once I put the money in the real estate and I sell it back for cash, so you know cash is an asset. We did that last week. Cash is an asset, guys. Real estate is an asset, bringing money to you. Now the land, quote unquote, of itself, not really bringing money to you unless you rent out the land or you lease it out to somebody or you plant some things on it and you know, reap them and you sell them. That way it bringing cash flow to you, right? Another thing the land is going to bring to you is what we call capital gain. You buy for X and you sell for Y. So like that particular one I bought for $1 million and I sold for 3.8 million, got 3.5 in my hand and just sent it over to Palmbrook and buy a piece of land. Technically, I'm not getting the money in my hand.
You just get a different property.
Just get a different property. And it's still land, source of land, really. So,
but you did that because you didn't want to get 3.5 in your hand and waste it.
No, because trust me, it I don't buy now.
You could have buy a Benz with that? 3.5?
3.5? Could I buy half a Benz?
Half a Benz.
Can buy Toyota and next one name, Hyundai.
Hyundai what, Tucson?
Yeah, maybe. 3.5? No. Used, yeah.
Used.
Yeah,
Okay.
could buy a Hyundai Tucson. I could buy a Toyota RAV4 used. Could probably buy a Honda CRV used. You could buy the Benz used, but not imported to Jamaica because of the year that you would need to be carrying, right? So the land, you asked me the question, do I think the land prices will go down? Flat land, hard to find. When you do find it, people want premium. If you're in prime zones, North Coast, St. Andrew,
Where the populace is.
where the population is, Montego Bay. If you're in prime zones, I don't see land price going down because the demand is strong. Besides, you already have, as I remember I tell you, it's 3 things sell the land. Location, the property itself, and how it look. So in terms of land, how it look, is it flat? Can you see the sea? Yeah, it's full of rock stone or easy to build on, right? With the location, is it in a St. Andrew? Is it in on the North Coast? Is it in Montego Bay? Is it in Portmore? Portmore, no, don't underestimate Portmore. Toni-Ann, we missed out on Portmore, guys. I keep saying to myself, Claudia, should you still buy these lands at this price? A Portmore, was it Cedar Grove?
I think so.
Cedar Grove came out at $500 back in the day.
$500?
500,000 back in the day. Then it went to 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. As a matter of fact, I sold one for 2.8 million. I should have bought it.
Should have bought it.
Yeah. The land is now at what? 8 million. 8 million. I kid you not. For a 3,000 square foot lot. Only a house spot. You can't plant a mango on it. Forget that. So will they go down? In demand, I would say no. Not in Portmore, not in Montego Bay, not in St. Andrew. And let me give you the order of hierarchy. The order of hierarchy is St. Andrew. Everybody want to live at St. Andrew, which is why the prices are like that. Then the next one is Montego Bay. Then the next one is Portmore. That's the order of hierarchy when it comes to real estate, as far as I'm concerned, right? And then we're talking about the North Coast. So the North Coast is what you call emerging market for me.
Emerging market?
Yeah, emerging. So in other words, if you are looking for, if you're looking for an area, what you're gonna say, in the next 10 years, this is gonna be like a St. Andrew.
Right.
I remember St. Andrew has been here from we live in Millsboro and Jonestown or whatever. The 70s, St. Andrew has taken off, right? So if you look for emerging real estate, North Coast, emerging real estate, I think behind that is going to flow where I don't want to go, which is St. Thomas, Portland. Is running behind that.
So why you don't want to go to St. Thomas or Portland?
Just like, I don't know.
With the new road for St. Thomas.
Yes, that's why it's emerging. Because
so you should buy something there now.
And what
when it emerges.
Right, because remember, guys, they're putting a North Coast Road, I think it was 2008, and now 2020. So 12 years, emerging.
Maybe I should look for my farmland in St. Thomas. The commute won't be as far as the North Coast. You can plant mangoes in St. Thomas and apple trees.
All right, let me tell you now. That will go with age too. So you see me at 55, now I go St. Thomas. If I go buy it for Xander, I'll go. Because Xander is going to realize that.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
So if we're looking for something long term that he can benefit from.
If you're looking for something long term. So if I'm looking now to say, okay, I'm going to get a piece of land in trust for Xander and when you have children and whoever else come, I would look now to St. Thomas, Portland, right? And I would make sure it's along the stretch with the belt.
Sharon Simon says St. Thomas is too dusty and dry.
It is. That's why I'm like, I have a hard time thinking about St. Thomas.
Why aren't there enough trees there?
But it is emerging. Yeah. So just like how they built the new highway, the new road, so North Coast Road was only redeveloped and looked pretty like that from 2008, I think it was.
And if you realize Richmond, Draxall, Hilda Draxall, all of them, they just came.
They just came in the last 10 years.
And they came when the road was built.
Yes, they came in the last 10 years. So it's the same thing's going to happen now.
Yeah.
So when that road is built going out there, developers will now come in and start to look at it.
And it's really close to the airport when you think about it.
It is. So emerging, you're looking for something emerging, you get into that. Me at my age, me want something now. Me not tell a lie. I don't even think that's a you, Rachel. That is for Xander to look at, right?
Yeah, but if we buy it now and put it down, then he'll have something to develop instead of him trying to go and buy something.
Yes, he'll have something to develop, but at the same time, you also want to build your wealth. No. So you can't look on straight emerging. You have to split. So if you have $1 million in an investment money for spend, you have to split it up. I think you have to split it up. You have to say emerging a part, and you have to say no, it's part.
Yeah, but like the families who cutting up that stretch of Orchard Street back to St. Thomas, they didn't buy it when it was emerging. They bought it, put it down.
They bought it long time.
Maybe the next generation is now developing.
But they also already had money.
Well, true.
They also already had wealth. You understand?
Yeah.
You can't start.
That's what happens when you're, not poor, but when you're in that middle class belt, you're trying to build wealth now and then hopefully build some generational wealth, but the income is not enough to do both at the same time.
No.
So you struggle with what to do.
You struggle with what to do, but I would say split off. So I'd go 80% building wealth now, wealth activities now.
So that we can retire good.
Right. So that's what I did. When I hit my 30s, I was lucky. I read a book called, let me tell you some earlier, I'm a book that messing up, guys. I read this book. When in 1988, I read this one. So, Claudia Davis, see the 1980, you can't see it.
No, they can't see that.
And I read this one. What the rich teach their kids that the poor don't. This is the first book I read. This was a book that got me onto the real estate, that loved me on. This book to also make me go get my real estate license and everything. This one. Then I went on to Cash Flow Quadrant. Same Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I've read quite a few. So I've read Guide to Investing. I've read Rich Kid. I've read so many. Real estate. I've read almost every book Robert Kiyosaki said out I've read.
Joey Elder wants to know, I'm an American and I want to buy resort property in Jamaica. What would
be the procedure to start
in this process?
Well, the procedure, Joe, is that you know how much money you want to spend, right? First thing. That's going to determine what you get. So know how much money you have to spend. You want to be in resort, so you're looking at Montego Bay. You're looking at North Coast between Ocho Rios and you can go look over on St. Mary's side too, like Tower Isle coming in. So between Tower Isle, Ocho Rios, Miami Bay, Draxal, St. Anne's Bay, going down the stretch, Salem, Runaway Bay, Discovery Bay. I would stop there soon. I stop at Discovery Bay. Then, or you go to Montego Bay itself, right?
To bypass Trelawney altogether?
Yeah, I go Montego Bay. Again, Trelawney is emerging. So in other words, they fix up Trelawney, they fix up the town of Falmouth, and the cruise ship pier and all of that, emerging. But I'm money now.
I'm surprised though. Trelawney is right there in the middle of Montego Bay and Ocho Rios, and yet it's slow in developing.
As I said, it's right in the middle of nowhere. All right, guys. So, emerging, yes. So let me finish answer his question. All right, so you need to know how much your money you have to invest. First thing, you also would need to get a TRN, which is a tax registration number. Tony, you can put the link for that. Tax registration number. You have the link. You can find that now.
For what?
What you do? Our numbers are 2926776. Send us a WhatsApp. Ask us for that link, so that he can apply online for his TRN.
He doesn't have a TRN.
He says he's an American and he wants to buy a resort property in Jamaica.
Oh, but maybe he has a TRN.
All right, so if you don't have a TRN, you're going to apply for that, which is a tax registration number. And then you contact a realtor to help you to find a property. But you have to know what you want. If you want to get a loan, ask us to get a pre-approved for a mortgage officer. You have to kind of know what you want. You want a hotel? You want on the beach? You want a whole set of apartments? What do you want? You have to know.
Okay, Mac one says 2 acres of inherited land from grandparents, Commodore Portland. ORT. I guess the rest of the question is missing.
ORT. What does that mean?
Not sure. I think the rest of the question is missing. All right, so we can get back to that one.
Mac, repeat your question, Mac.
Tanisha Pedley asks, can you qualify for NHT from England?
Yes, you can. Tony, you're supposed to be sharing your screen, remember?
Oh.
You can qualify from England under NHT. Voluntary Contribution, it's called, Tanisha. So for those of you who are Jamaicans and you live overseas, or you're non-Jamaican and you live overseas, you would contribute under voluntary contribution.
Which screen do you want me to share?
Voluntary contribution screen. Maybe you could type voluntary contribution there. NHT is going to ask you to contribute 3% of your income. They're going to ask you to contribute 3% of your income. There is a voluntary contribution procedure that you follow. Send the information to NHT. Tony's going to read it now for you shortly. You can WhatsApp us, we're sending a link, and then you contribute. Now, for voluntary contributors, you will contribute for 2 years. Then you would be qualified, and then you can apply for a loan of the same 6.5 million at the same low interest rate. Now, the money that you contribute, remember, you're a contributor. So yes, you can get a refund. Yes, you can wait till you're 65 to get a refund. And yes, it can still be put to the mortgage when you actually buy the property. You want to read that?
Okay, voluntary contributor. To become an overseas voluntary contributor, you must be a permanent resident or a citizen of that country.
Hold on, one point. Can they see your screen?
Yeah.
Have you confirmed? Yeah? Okay, good.
To register, you must complete the voluntary contributor application form. Correction fluid should not be used on the form. Please note that holders of work permits are not considered overseas voluntary contributors and should file their returns, SO4 and SO4A, at Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ, as their domicile address is in Jamaica. Pensioners who desire to contribute to the NHT are allowed to register as voluntary contributors. To qualify for loans, voluntary contributors must have paid 104 weeks, 2 years of contribution, of which 52 weeks, 1 year, must be paid in the period leading up to the date of application. Click here for more information on making contribution payments. Voluntary contributors may apply for contribution refunds, which will be paid directly to the contributor in Jamaican dollars. If the contributor is an NHT mortgager, then the refund will be applied to the principal of his or her loan account. Click here for more information on applying for the contributions refund.
Right. So you can well, Toni-Ann just went into the NHT's website, which is nht dot, you can type it in, nht.gov.jm. That's nht.gov.jm. So she's going to put the link now in for you. Now, remember, the country is a contribution and it's yours. Those of you who live overseas and you're not permanent residents, meaning you're just there on a temporary visitors or temporary work visa, you must still file your regular tax return in Jamaica. Those of you who still don't understand how to file the tax return, then you can, WhatsApp us will help you to put that through, right? Now, a lot of persons are self-employed. The truth is, it's very difficult for self-employed to get a loan through the regular bank system in Jamaica. It is. That's just the truth. Because, and not because the bank is discriminating, but because usually self-employed are not very organized with their income. You're not lodging all the money to the bank account, so the bank cannot see how much is coming in and out. You're not filing a tax return, so the bank don't have any way of saying, yes, you made 100,000 last year. So really and truly, the National Housing Trust, if you're self-employed, the National Housing Trust is your friend, guys. Literally your friend. Therefore, it is important that you sign up and pay your taxes. SO4 what again?
SO4 and SO4A.
SO4 and SO4A. Toni-Ann is a guru with that, not me. Me just know me must pay the money. But, so Toni-Ann can help you to file that SO4 and SO4A. SO4 is what, the past? SO4A is going forward?
Yes.
So SO4 is where you're earning at the back. So last year money. SO4A is you telling them how much you're going to earn coming this year so that you can pay the contribution. Now you have to pay the NHT, the NIS, the education tax, and the income tax if you earn more than 1.5 million, I think, per year. That's the threshold. So if you earn more than 1.5 million per year, you're going to pay the income tax on the overs, the amount over 1.5 per year. The National Housing Trust, as I said, is your friend, right? Those of you not contributing to the National Housing Trust and you're self-employed, so we're talking about the masons, the plumbers, the hairdressers, the barbers. What we're talking about? Real estate agents, lawyers, doctors, some of them
salesmen.
Salesmen, some of them are self-employed, right? You're running your shop. You're running a taxi. What else? You just work in the Chinese wholesale. You work in the supermarket or wherever, and I'm not contributing through an NHT for you. I want you to link Toni-Ann, sign up your NHT. You know, if you're in Jamaica, so Jamaicans who live here locally contribute to the housing trust for 1 year. One dega year, 12 months.
I know. Like 2020 went so fast, you could be qualified for
your house. You could be qualified for your house now. You could be buying a Ballet from me. You could be saying, Miss D, I'm qualified. Give me one of the Ballet. But you still have a chance. Because Ballet is going to take us about a year to complete. So even if you don't contribute to the trust now, you can say, Miss D, 1 year time I'm going to qualify. So let me pay down my deposit now. 1 year time you qualify, boom, you go for your loan. So it's, in that case, it's not too late for a shower of rain.
No, it's not.
But yeah, you have to pick up the phone. You have a call. All the people that will pick up the phone and call. Some of them, Miss D, this is Miss D, I have to walk them through it, tell them what to do. Somebody did walk me through.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a little hand holding.
It takes a lot of hand holding. But you have to make the step. Just as Xander coming, he has to be willing to get up and walk. He has to make that first step. We can't show him and we can't say, this is how you put one foot in front of the other. But if he's not in his head space, not willing to make that first step, and then make the next step, fall down, make a next one, keep going like that till him get him balance and him rhythm.
Think he's gonna walk quick?
I don't know, but him better. We don't have nobody to carry him around the place.
The quicker he walks, the sooner I have to put away your figurines. Not
putting away anything. Like this. Remember, so he's a Jamaican mother, not a foreigner. He's a Jamaican mother. So, yeah, besides him intelligent, I'm not going to know if I touch her.
What other touch?
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, National Housing Trust, anybody listening to me right now, the National Housing Trust, remember, barber, hairdresser, you name it, boom, 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 boom. We have lots of properties, schemes coming out that you can afford. So don't sit around 30, 40 years from now. Sometimes I really feel sad when somebody age 50, 55, 60 call me. Have you ever bought a house? No. They didn't have anybody to show them. Or to encourage them, or to, I did a video why you can't buy a house. A lot of them spend all the money on the children. Now the children have grown up and gone. Don't turn around and say, let me help mama now buy a house. Let me join her with our NHT and buy a house. And if you're a child and your parents have National Housing Trust too, and they have not used the National Housing Trust and they're still contributing, and you now contributing, I encourage you to join with your mother and your father and buy the property. Right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you them going to come live with the same way.
All right. Mrs. Dennis is asking, my mother will be selling me her house. Can we use the same attorney for the transaction?
Sure. It's your mother. You don't need a law. You don't need a law.
No.
No. It's your mother. She's gonna get the agreement to sign it. And your mother will be selling her house. I wouldn't sell my house to you.
What would you do?
Did it say my mother will be selling her? My mother, Mrs. Dennis, my mother will be selling me her house. Okay. If I was your mother, I would give you the house. But then I'm not your mother.
But maybe her mom needs it for like pension or something.
Then she don't just pay the pension money every month to the mother.
Oh, well, yeah.
Unless she probably needs it to, or maybe her mother went buy something else still.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. And in that case, you can do love and affection transfer half. You don't have to do full transfer. You can do, no, but she's transferring out fully. No.
No, she's selling it.
She's selling it, yeah. You have to pay the full transfer. You have to pay the full transfer, Mrs. Dennis, because you're buying. It's not as if you're adding your name to the title, right? That's another thing, everybody. Remember, you don't have to wait till you're dead. We're doing will. The lawyer that will be doing will, and divorces will be coming on Sunday. But remember that you don't have to wait to leave a will. You can add your children's name to the title. So like Tony, I would add Tony and Rachel's name to the title. That way, as joint tenants. That way, when I pass on, them get it automatic. Them don't have to go no lawyer, them not have to go on a courthouse, or get no probate, and these no grant of probate. That's the right term, right?
Yeah.
And these things. Them just own the property. And you pay the transfer tax is 2% now. So I would pay, because I'm adding them to title, I think I would pay 2/3 of whatever the transfer tax is. Question.
Benjamin is asking,
Benjamin. Oh yeah.
What if the property is on the open market? Can I get NHT contributions?
Yes, NHT. Ballet is on the open market. I was selling it. As a matter of fact, we've only sold to. We have cash buyers.
For Ballet, yes.
We have cash buyers, but those who take a mortgage is NHT.
Most of them.
Most of them is NHT taking.
Cassandra wants to know, question, can I get a nice piece of land for a mill with light and water? I haven't seen any. Not with light and water.
You get light, you get running water. It's all right. Well, you know what I mean, running water.
Mm-hmm.
If that was available, everybody gone buy that. And raise up the price.
I know, because the NHT contribution is only
2.5
for land, and if it's $1 million, then
everybody can afford it.
Yeah.
It $1 million would be up in the bush. You have any $1 million land? We don't have any now.
We can look. I can look to see if there's any. Let's check.
I know there was a 200 and something thousand out in Portland. A couple weeks ago. I don't know if it gone. Let's search $1 million anywhere. But you didn't tell us which parish though.
Maybe it doesn't matter what parish.
Let's see. Did she tell me?
No. So $1 million. That's the budget.
You want to know the average maintenance fee? Anywhere from $8,000 up to 40,000, depending on which one of the gates you're in. So if you're in Hills of Draxall, that's 11,000. If you're in Draxall Manor, I think is 8,000. If you're in Richmond, it's somewhere about 100 US. If you don't know, when that's when the US was 120. It's probably still at one. It was 12,000 when the US was 120.
Ooh, you can get land for $1 million.
It says 100 US. You want to share your screen?
I'm gonna share my screen.
Which other gate do they have that I know of?
All right, here it is.
But for the maintenance, you just add that to your mortgage and call it your mortgage.
How do I zoom out for this?
Oh, you have to watch that screen in front of you so that you know what you're seeing.
Yeah, it's not working. Let me fix it.
That's not working. I can't see the sale price.
I know, but my zoom is too much.
Oh, so why don't we have another screen?
Here it is now.
Go on the public screen. Go on what the public will see. So go to public, click on it. So it's 220. We show you this one as foreclosure, but this one came up in Williamsfield. Hold on, somebody asked me about this recently, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you sell it. Why? Williamsfield, go to the public view. Where's the land?
I'm assuming it's this.
No, go to public. I want to see the specs on the property before I look at the pictures. All right, so this is Williamsfield, Manchester. Price 750,000. Lot size is small.
0.02 acres. What size is that?
It's used as was used as a telecom exchange. It's a little piece of land. If it's 0.02.
0.02.
If it's 0.02, is it really 0.02? Came on the market when I'm last year, so why don't sell it?
Maybe it's too small.
Some bush.
But there's a lot of houses beside it.
It's relatively flat and was used as a telecom exchange. Photo gallery. Not sure what's happening here, guys, but apparently, and if it was a telecom exchange, must it still have a telecom exchange?
So yes, the box there.
Overhead bridge. Oh,
it's right by a bridge.
Right by a bridge. That's why it don't sell.
What would you use that for?
What would you use this though? Not housing. It's going to be too noisy.
Mm-hmm. And it's a metal bridge, so there's going to be some noise when it...
Are you going to be scared that something is going to drive over this bridge and drop on your house?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it don't sell.
Yeah.
So the bridge here now. This is a bridge. Nobody can see the bridge? No. It's not going to sell so easy. Not going to sell so easy. The bridge is a deterrent.
The noise.
The noise with the bridge. What would you do with something like this though? I wonder why the telecom exchange
it's no longer there.
It's no longer there. All right, you can go back to full screen. But we didn't see anything else. Let's look at the Portland.
The Portland?
There was one there for Portland. Sorry?
No.
Let's see there. First one. You still see the screen, everybody?
This is the one that we looked at the week before.
They're not seeing the screen. I'm taking a while to catch. So
this also had a telecom.
What's the challenge with this one? This one is 220,000 Jamaican. 0.09. Escape to the hills. Take a peek at the beautiful foothills of the Blue Mountains from this lush slope 3008. Hilly district of Park Mount, Portland. Good for farming. A really rural starter cottage. Telecom pole again.
It's in the hills.
This is in the hills. You have GPS. I can see the GPS transformer right there.
You'd have electricity.
You have electricity, but what happened? This looks like a Digicel tower is behind there. It looks like you have some view of the sea too. Is that the sea I'm looking at? Or that's the hill? Mountains. Oh, mountains. So you have 3 towers, pretty close. Looks like there's a track to go up there.
Well, the agent did say really rural.
Really rural, guys. So I'm taking our question. So the person who asked me about 1 million, yes, apparently, yes, you can get it. But so if you can contend with the bridge
or the ruralness
or the remoteness.
Or let's translate another question.
Why the NHT not any land in St. Anne for 3 to 4 million? Brownstone.
Yeah, that's what.
Claremont, those places sell for that. Why the NHT not tell people
abroad that if you're paying the NHT, you cannot get a house in Jamaica? The NHD, you cannot get a house in Jamaica. I don't understand the question.
What's NHD? Explain, Howard.
What is, no, it's Lorna Howard. What is NHD?
All right, let's wait on Lorna to explain what, then give another question. If you acquire.
Question, Milan Robbins. If you acquire a residential lot with your sister, can you split the land and get 2 separate titles? What would be the process? The land is half of an acre in size.
You should be able to split it once it has road. So in other words, you can't cut off the back and give your sister. And your sister don't have any way of reaching her land except through you. You could, but you'd have to create an easement through your land. You could cut it side by side. So let us say this is a road. cut it in two. So she have this side, you have this side, right? That way both of you have a road frontage. So you can do that.
So it doesn't have the title have to say something like
the title should say no further subdivision.
No, the title should not say that.
It should not say
no further subdivision.
No further subdivision.
subdivision.
If it says that, it's still not a problem. We can get that lifted.
Not all the time, because Hills of Draxall says that. But you can't get that lifted.
Can't get that lifted, right? It depends. So if it's a title, rural title, it may probably don't have anything like that, right?
Anne-Marie Smith.
I think you passed a question.
Where?
I'm an NHT contributor on your side.
Where?
What? What's that? It's not a question up here. Something about communities. Here? This one.
Oh. Don't put your hand on the mouse.
Oh.
Try to scroll.
Sorry about that.
Andrea, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, licensed real estate agent. What lenders do you recommend and gated communities by Ocean?
Jamaica National for sure. They're good with overseas buyers. Tony can put the link. Tony put the link in there if they want a mortgage officer. So we give you a link. The link, fill it out with the details. It comes to us if you want a mortgage officer. Contact you. So I recommend Jamaica National. What was the other question?
Gated communities.
Gated communities if it's house, North Coast. If you want gated community condos, apartments, then you're talking about St. Andrew or Mandeville.
But which specific communities by the ocean, she's asking?
Sea. Which gated communities by the sea?
Isn't Frenchman on the sea? Is it called Frenchman? What's it called?
I don't know, Frenchman. Oh yeah, Miami Bay. It's on the sea. It depends on your budget. You also have you have the one at Draxall. What's it called again? It's right on the sea. We were there the other day. What's it called?
Oh, starts with M. What's it called? I can't remember now.
My brain will soon catch up, guys. Somebody remind me. It's at Draxall. It's right on the beach.
Marina Village?
Marina Village. Or Marina Villas. Marina Village. That's what it's called. It's right on the sea. It's about 600 or something thousand now. It was 500 or something thousand US. I think it reached 600 by now. That's one right. That one is right on the sea. So, what's the other question? Coming back to it. Which mortgage, which lending institution? Just a question.
You answered that one already.
Something about VMBS closing costs.
Right, these are the questions that just came in. These are the ones where we're at now.
Oh, technicalities, guys. Toni-Ann is a technical person here, not me. I'm just here to answer the questions. All right, so she put in the jot form now?
I did.
All right, so the link is there. If anybody who wants a mortgage officer, use that link and it comes to us and we'll work you through that process. All right, next question.
Let's see.
In regards to St. James.
Oh, Life with Bonnie.
Anne-Marie, thank you. You love the new look. Thank you so much. Life with Vonnie says, in regards to St. James.
Question. I'm leaning more towards buying land for residential property, but I'm open to a home. It's a good fit.
Depends on your budget. Depends on your budget. Everybody, you have to just buy what you can afford. That's it. Hands down. Buy what you can afford until you can afford what you want. Question. Can a vendor hold under contract indefinitely?
We answered that one already.
Answer that one already. Question. Atlanta. Question. If you require residential lot with your sister, Johnson answered that one. Yes, you can do a subdivision. Look at the title. If it says no further subdivision, you're going to need a lawyer to lift that covenant. If it says it don't say that, then yes, you can subdivide. So first step is to get a surveyor who will do a drawing showing the subdivision of the land. Actually, I have one I could show you. Do I have it digitally? Can it come up digitally? The one for Newport.
I think it is, but it's to find it.
To find it. All right.
Here's the question.
Yes, you can do this. The first step is a surveyor, right? He's going to do the subdivision drawing, and then down the line he'll do the pre-check and the pegging, and then when he does it, you will submit it to the parish council. So the parish council in your zone, that is who you're going to submit it to. I've done this before, which is why I know how to do it. It's something you can do yourself. Just get the surveyor first. You're going to give the surveyor a copy of the title. He will look at it and you're going to tell him I want to split in two. He will look at it and see how it can split in two. If it can, he will tell you the cost. He will do a subdivision drawing first. You submit that with property tax and some paper and some other things to the parish council in the area where the land is. The parish where the land is. When you submit it, then them send back and them send other things and tell you what to pay and go through the process. Go through the process. And the parish council is there for everybody. You can't just pick your things into the parish council and tell you what to do. But the surveyor, your first step, him is the one. When the parish council approve, then the surveyor do what we call pre-check, so it go to NLA, so them can put it on the system, check it back, make sure it's good. That's why it named pre-check. And do the surveyor do the pegging, and then you get the completion certificate, and you're good. Then you can go to the titles office and get your title, right? I did that process. I need to document the process. I should document the process, Toni-Ann. What do you all think? I should document the process and sell it to you in a book? Sell it to you in a book. All right. You have another question?
Yes. Questions. Alfonso. Hi, Claudia. I'm a NHT contributor. I'm currently qualified for my NHT loan along with my wife. We're looking to purchase a property as we speak. We're looking in Kingston and St. Catherine areas. Any help? How much are you qualified for?
That's the key. We have Ballet selling 13.5 for a 2-bed, 1 bath. All right, let me start from the lowest. 10.5 for a 1-bed, 1 bath. Attached unit. Call it a duplex. You walk on one side, other side join up to the next person. Then we have 2-bed, 2 bath duplex, 13 million. Then we have 13.5 2-bed, 1 bath detached. You walk around your house like that, right? That's what we have selling now. It's called Ballet. If you Google it, or you can probably put the link for the website in here as well. But you haven't told me your budget. It's an NHT 6.5 and 6.5 is 30 million. So definitely Ballet in St. Andrew you can afford.
In St. Catherine.
St. Catherine you can afford. And those are off St. John's Road. Place called Bellevue Heights. Now, 13 million in St. Andrew. We just got a 1-bedroom and that's out at 17 million. You can get fixer-upper homes where Tony's going to look shortly and show you. Tell me your budget and let me look.
Well, the budget is probably the NHT. So.
No, make you tell me down the road. Answer the next question. Tell me the budget, let me tell you what's in St. Andrew.
Genuine Gamer wants to know, question, how much do I get a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 2-story property in St. James? I am selling.
Can't know unless you see the property.
Right. Because it depends on where in St. James. If it's in the hills, then it's different than if it's on the north coast.
Or if it's in Montego Bay itself.
Yeah.
It's just so many things. And how it is.
What's the condition of the house?
Is it an older house? Is it a new house you just built? There's just so many things. Or the house is in the area sell for too. Another thing.
The best thing though is use a value.
Yeah, use a value to determine it.
Paula Smith wants to know, hello from New York. I love you both.
Thank you, Paula. We love you too.
My new addition. Looking forward to seeing you guys on Sunday.
Thank you,
Paula. Okay. Brittany Green wants to know, good day to you. Have to get title of the land before it can be surveyed? No.
You don't have a title? This is the person who asked about the subdivision?
No, I think this is a different person.
So why you want to survey? Not sure. Why are you surveying? Is it to get a title? But you're asking me, do you have to get the title of the land before it can be surveyed? You sure it's not the same person with the subdivision?
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so. All right.
No, but you can survey a land that doesn't have a title. If you want to know the boundaries of the land.
You want to know, where it stops, where it starts. You can't survey any land that don't have to have a title. But usually we do a pre-check. So those of you who have property without a title, we have another lawyer coming on to the well. No, do we? Yeah, we have a lawyer coming on with restrictive covenants. All right, those of you who have property, your parents, your grandparents have property, no title, you can get a title, but you have to go through the process of getting a title, right? Next week, do I have it here quickly? I can just read. No, I don't have it. There are some conditions that you need to meet. You need to know how your parents came into the land. Did they buy it from Mary? Remember a receipt? Or did they ever inherit it? Or do they have something called a conveyance? So some of your parents will have something say, I'm Mary Brown, and I'll have a example. I'm doing one now, which is why I'm time is it 4:14. I need to take other questions. All right, Tony, just remind me.
Next week?
Yeah, next week I'll cover what you need if you only have unregistered land, them call it. Or common law title, it's called. Common law title is not a registered title, right? So we still sell with common law title, just they can't go to the bank with common law title.
So the person buying has to be buying cash?
Usually. Yeah. And common law and land without title sell cheaper than land with title, because it's only people with cash can buy land without title. So the people that want money, good things for them cash. Good value for their cash. But I'll address it next week, what you need to have, so that those of you with lands, some of you have some lands that your people have having on the generations for years, but you don't do nothing with it. You neither develop it, subdivide, nothing, right? You're not secure, you don't get the title, you have to do that. Also, your parents would have died and left property, you didn't do the probate. You need to do that so that you can pass on the things properly, right?
Question, Mac wants to know, I have 2 acres land in Portland, Commodore. I am 3rd generation UK-born Jamaican descent. Not sure what I should be doing with it. Commercial, agricultural, residential. Would love some ideas. Where's Portland, Commodore?
You say you have 2 acres of land in Portland. You're 3rd generation UK-born. First of all, are you in possession of this land? Is your name on this title? They can't answer at the same time, right?
Well, if you look on this screen, you'll see the response.
All right. So that's the first thing you need to know. Is your name on the title if there is even a title for that land? So before you invest your hard-earned money, so I'm looking at this screen to see if he has responded.
Right. That's Mac.
Before you invest, Your hard-earned money, put building, put fowl coop, all kind of infrastructure on these lands. That, remember, I know you're third generation. So chances are it's your grandparents, right? Is your name on the title? Was it properly left to you?
And they're also UK born.
And you're UK born. You're not even in Jamaica. So the other persons who were left here, you said 2 acres. Mm-hmm. Are they living on the land? Are they doing things with the land now? Or is it that the land is just there and nobody is on it at all? Mm-hmm. Everybody run down leave this land. Mac, before you put on the investment, you need to make sure that you own the land. So 2 acres, Portland, Commodore. I don't know where Portland, Commodore is. What are some of the things you want to do? Commercial, agriculture, residential. First of all, agriculture, you can't do that from a distance.
You have to be there.
You have to be in Jamaica. Nobody's going to tend those goats and pigs and give you any money.
They're just going to steal them.
No, we don't know if they're going to steal them, but we're just saying. You're going to have a hard time when the man said to you, you know, so them thief a goat, 2 goats? Mm-hmm. Who really thief the goat? You're going to have a hard time wrapping that around your head.
Right.
Agriculture, I wouldn't say agriculture is something you can do from a distance. It's a hands-on. Agriculture is hands-on. Mm-hmm. I just planted 2 little flowers, and if I don't water them 2 days, them go so.
Yeah, nurture them.
And if I don't talk to them, they'll go so. So therefore, agriculture, no, not from a distance. Commercial, what kind of commercial we're talking about? Portland, Commodore. Is Portland, Commodore a town?
He has to determine where the land is and if the area can be commercial, though. If it's on a main, maybe yes. But again, if it's a commercial, you probably have to build a commercial building on it. And that's, again, you have to maintain that.
And again, you have to be here.
Right.
Residential, need to be here. See, a lot of persons overseas trying to do business in Jamaica, you get burned. You need to be here. You need to be hands-on. And just like the Chinese, they come to this country, they start their businesses, and they don't leave and take a plane and go anywhere. If they're leaving, they lock up. Mm-hmm. They close the business, and they go for the 2 weeks, they come back and they open up back. If you are going to be doing a business in Jamaica, especially a cash business, take a leaf from the Chinese book. Take a leaf. Look at them. Look at how they function in business, in cash business. They're always in their business. They open the store and then close it. Right? Them don't fly Ghana, Tahiti and leave everybody to do their own thing. No. You are to be in your business. So, Mark, I would say, if you plan to come back to Jamaica, not back, you're 3rd generation. You may be born overseas. If you plan, yeah, UK born, right? If you plan to come to Jamaica, make it your home. Bring your family, your wife, your children, baby mother, everything. Take up residence here. Yes. Come and start your business. It's not the ideas. Ideas are full-fledged. As a matter of fact, I'm 55. Make Tony tell you what kind of business me I study now. Digital business, which means I can be in the UK and run my business, right? Digital business. So if you can find a way to use a 2-acre land
to run a
digital business, go ahead. Maybe you can. Just thinking about it. If I put my brain to it, I'm sure I can figure out a way to run a digital business using the land.
You probably need to have some grown people though, to use the land to do something.
Some grown people.
Yeah.
To do what? Yeah. Some grown people. But you have to set it up digital. In other words, your income must be digital. Right?
All right. Next
Is there
question.
any house for sale in Edgewater, Portmore? Maybe. You'd have to look for that. Why NHT not tell people who live abroad that they are not entitled
to buy NHT even when they're paying it? What do you mean by buy NHT?
All right.
Oh, you mean the NHT built homes?
Homes, the NHT built homes. So the NHT schemes built by NHT is only for the locals. But you can buy on the open market. You don't need to hang around for Lorna for an NHT scheme.
Right, and
if NHT build a scheme right here, and next developer build a scheme right beside.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, usually. So you just have to don't wait on NHT schemes.
And sometimes
buy the open market.
Sometimes the NHT schemes are divided into two, so that the developer is selling part and NHT is selling part, so you can still get into the same scheme.
Yeah. Like out of the blue, that's coming up. That's like that. All right. So next question.
Brittany's asking, question also, what if the title is in grandparents' name that have passed? How do I go about getting the title?
But you already have a title. Title is in your grandparents' name. You know, you get your name on the title. You have to go through a probate. They didn't leave a will, and it's not even you getting the title, it's your parents entitled. So unless your parents also pass, and if your parents also pass, then those you have to go probate their will too.
And not only that, you have to hope that your parents is only you.
Yeah.
Only you them have.
All right, let me give you the scenario, guys. So I have Toni-Ann and Rachel. I pass. Toni-Ann and Rachel is entitled to everything I have, not just Toni-Ann, right? So Toni-Ann now can go to the court and say, hey, my mother passed and I want the whole of the land. So what happened to Rachel? Rachel is also my child and she's entitled. And Rachel is also entitled, right? So who asked the question? Bliss? Brittany? So Brittany, you say your grandparents. Your parents, they would be entitled alone if it's them alone your grandparents have. If it's not them alone your grandparents have, and your grandparents have 4 children, those 4 children are entitled. Not only that, the children of those 4 children below that, they are also entitled.
So the people in your generation.
So the people in your generation. So if you have 10 cousins from the auntie them and the uncle them, they must get piece of the land too.
It's very complicated.
Very complicated. So,
unless your grandparents only had your parents and you're the only child for your parents, then that's the only way you're going to get the land for yourself.
For yourself.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, if those other people see you trying to get your name on that title, all hell are going to pop loose. If there are other persons in line, who should have gotten. So what I say to people is, you have to bring everybody together to cooperate. If it's a big piece of land, I'm going to go subdivision route. So if it's 10, I don't forget, whatever you subdivide the land into the 10, and you say, all right, put each person get their own title. So you go to subdivision route. That way everybody gets what their inheritance is supposed to be. Right?
But
Question.
If you're going to die and leave something in a will for several people, it has to be a huge property, or it's not going to make sense.
If you do what?
If you're going to die and leave property, you can't leave like a quarter acre for your 5 children.
Why not? Why them can't share quarter acre? You know how big a quarter acre land is?
They'd have to build one house for all of them to live in.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But that's a problem. People don't want to work together.
They don't want to work together, but that's not my problem. That's your Rachel's problem.
I like work with my sister.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that wouldn't be the person who leave in the property's problem. That would be who them leave it to. That is their problem who don't want to work together.
True. And
quite frankly, me say, if you ever see them don't want to work together, kick them out. Yeah, kick them out. Question, not seeing the Fairview, Draxal on the channel. What's happening? If I tell you that we are like 90% reserved, would you believe me?
To show that video would be to bombard us.
That would be like we trying to sell everybody flour. We don't have no flour. But I don't WhatsApp us privately. We're still taking people on the reserve list though. But we're just so many. Going to buy the books recommended. Yes. And when you buy it, read it, jump in our Zoom. We're doing Think and Grow Rich today. That's what we're still on. Think and Grow Rich. Jump in the Zoom. Tony, you want to put the link to the Zoom? Question. Let me read the question first. What
is
about
there
this?
any? Missed the question?
Yeah, I'm thinking of buying a 1-bedroom house. Good afternoon, ladies. Thinking of buying a 1-bedroom house and then add on 2-bedroom. Do you think it would be cheaper than just buying a 3-bedroom house? Or what you qualify for? If you qualify for a 3-bedroom house, just buy a 3-bedroom house. If you're a first-time buyer.
Mm-hmm.
My first house, I bought a house from a developer that was built. It's my second house that I built myself, and I never started building it myself. Gave it to a contractor. And start to mess up, ask for more money. I said to the bank, I said, listen, don't give the man no more money.
Mm-hmm.
You give me the money there because I may have to pay it back. So I became my own contractor. That's how I learned construction. But I would say anybody who, if it's your first house, just buy a house of Billary. Know how much you qualify for. So if you are approved for the money, like the Ballet is 10.5. So if your only money is 10.5, that's what you qualify for, buy a 1-bedroom house with space to add on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then do your addition. If you qualify for 18 million that can buy a 3-bedroom house, go ahead and buy a 3-bedroom house. Right? If you qualify to can buy the land and then you build, but you must have the resources to build. So you must have a good contractor like myself who can manage the funds and who can get your house up and going. You must have a lot of you have, my cousin is a mason and is a plumber and is a this, and you start to give your cousin this, and before you know it, all hell pop loose and everything got haywire. Right? So you have to can manage, and when you're overseas, it's difficult to manage. When you're overseas.
Even when you're here, it's difficult to manage.
Yeah, when you're here. Yeah. Sometimes my workmen, I said to them, I said, what wrong with you guys? You have to babysit them, right?
Milan wants to know, is there any residential land for sale in Priory, Runaway Bay, Discovery Bay, St. Anne's Bay area? My budget is $4 million.
You're going up in the hills for that. Not Runaway Bay, not Discovery Bay, not St. Anne's Bay. We were at St. Anne's Bay. We were at Discovery Bay yesterday. We're bringing out some lots in Derry. We're looking at the comps. They're like 12 million.
4 million is really brownstone.
It's really up in the hills.
Yeah.
We'll show you. You want to show her quickly?
We don't have time. You need to get to the questions.
Actually. You have to get to the question. I remember. So somebody's brownstone. Maybe we should show them what's available first when we come on, right? Right. Come on early next week, guys. We'll just show you what's available. I'm not.
Danielle is saying, hi ladies, will NHT allow 3 persons to join to get a loan? My mom, common law husband, and myself want to put together and buy a house.
No, they won't.
My mom, common law husband, and myself. No, they won't.
Who's common law husband? You or your mom? And no, they won't. So you have to pick 2 of you and join.
Pick 2 of you?
Choose 2, whichever 2. Either you or your mom and her husband, or your mom and your husband. I don't know. But 2 of you.
Okay. Oh.
Because 3. They used to do 3 now. But pure war of us. Jamaicans, you have to work together.
Because I can see this going on, giving trouble, because if Danielle's mom's common law husband and her mom are not together anymore, who gets the house? You have to sell that house.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. And when Daniel starts to have children
and fill up the house, who will move out? Yeah, that's not gonna work, Danielle.
We can't say it not gonna work. It just depends on the dynamics that them have together.
But it can't work because NHT will not allow 3 of them to join.
They will allow 2 to join, but the 3 of them name can still be on the title.
Oh, but
yeah. So let us say the husband have the money. You have the deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Let us say the husband have the $1 million deposit. So he puts his deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them use them NHT together.
Mhm.
And then the three of you pay the mortgage.
Oh, that's the way it could work.
Or that way.
But what if all three of them have NHT? If you put the third person's name, they won't get access.
They won't get access to the NHT benefit.
Yeah.
They'll get access, but they'll only get build on own land. No.
But if it's a house,
They will get home improvement 2.5. They won't get the 6.5.
Yeah.
You can choose to, and then let the other person buy something else, and the other two support as well in the purchasing and
If
everything.
this is the scenario as how I'm seeing it, then mom and common law husband should buy something together and then support Danielle in buying something else.
Right. If that's how it is, Daniel. That's how we are reading it based on what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon, Leonard. Question.
Alfonso, hi Claudia. Me and my wife are currently. I thought I read this one already. I did. I think we've scrolled up. Milan wants to know: is there any residential lots available in Mandeville area within a gated community? My budget is $4 million. Yes, there are.
No. Where?
In
Morelands is 6 million.
not Moreland. What's that community we went out? It's in Perth. It's beside the NHT development. What's the name of it?
I don't know about development. She said gated.
They're gated, but they don't have 24-hour security.
Or the mess of a gate.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but it's $4 million for those lots.
There are a lot?
Hmm?
There are a lot of lots selling?
Is there a lot? Not sure. I don't remember if there's a lot.
Okay. Congratulations, you have received 100 messages today. Post. I don't know what that is. Is that somebody's asking us something? Oh, it's
No.
a tweet.
No, it's the program that we're using is Restream, and they're telling you that 100 messages have come in on the system so far.
What? But we haven't been able to read all of them.
No, we have not.
All right, continue. Let's see if we can get through it.
Audrey wants to know, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, we answered this one already. We answered that one
Can
already.
you just do this for them?
I wish I could, but it does not allow that. It doesn't allow that.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you start live? Take live calling.
Can you start? We can actually. This program allows us to do that.
Oh, we're on a new program. What's this called?
Restream.
Restream. Maybe we'll do it next week.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can. All right.
Then join the Mastermind group, please. I've been fortunate enough to have executed what you've mentioned for achievement in the first group.
Oh,
Looking forward to the second.
Sure. Right. And Tony, so send WhatsApp Tony for the link.
What I'll do is I'll have the link ready for next week, and I will just post it.
You'll post it.
Yeah, so that they'll have it and can join.
They can join us today. We're at Think and Grow Rich. Claudia, something.
Hi, Claudia. Was nice meeting you the other day at Draxel Manor.
Oh, Trudy. Hi, Trudy. I see her back home safe.
You're in Draxel the other day?
Yeah, Draxel Manor. I went to look at property for sale.
Oh.
I was there.
All right. Natasha, first time watching. Thanks for joining us, Natasha.
Thank you, Natasha.
And it says, Miss Claudia, grandbaby is cute and adorable. Yes, he is.
Thank you. But that's long time. Are you going backwards?
No, I'm going down.
Yes, he is. He's very quiet. No fuss. Only when he's hungry.
Audrey wants to know, hi, Claudia, Tony, what areas do you service in Jamaica?
We're all over. Mostly the saints. St. Catherine, St. Mary, St. Andrew,
St. James, St. Elizabeth,
St. Anne,
St. Elizabeth.
St. Elizabeth. Most of the saints. We should do St. Thomas if he's a saint. But we have some properties out in St. Thomas.
We have.
Yeah, we have. We just sold a 3-acre farm in Yellowstone. So yes, we do go to St. Thomas. Just at the drive. Drive is awful. But they're now putting in a highway. We should be going straight as opposed to doing this. So that's why it's an emerging area for you to buy.
Garth wants to know, good evening, Miss B. How are you doing? Question, please. Is New Wales in Mandeville is good area to build a house for investment property?
No, too far out.
Too far out of what?
I know New Wales. That's the important road.
Oh, it's too far from the city center.
So, yeah, from Mandeville itself. And the university are closed down now. Hold on, I see a question here. What was the question? Brittany, I keep forgetting what your question was, you know?
I think Brittany was the one whose grandparents' name is on the title.
Oh. You need some guidance, Brittany.
Right, so she needs to call us.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of say,
our WhatsApp, Brittany. Don't call today. Remember going on Zoom at 5.
All right, but at WhatsApp her 876-292-6776.
If I don't get back to you same time, I'm getting to the messages eventually. I know I have 600, so I'm plowing through here now. But I'll get to them. If you WhatsApp me tomorrow, yours should be on top anyway, so I'll see.
Bread and Butter wants to know, is 10 million acceptable for a shabby rundown looking property that was about 12 lowly priced rented section? This property is in Mobile. I want to buy but think I should go for less option.
What's the question?
I'm not sure. Okay. Is 10 million acceptable for a shabby rundown looking property that has about 12 lowly priced rented sections? Okay, so it's an income earner property.
It's an income earner property. What do you mean by 12 lowly priced rentals?
So it has 12 sections that can be rented.
So you're getting a property for 10 million with 12 things for it to can rent. And you're asking if you must buy. Tell me where it is, let me go buy.
I know if it's renting for at least 10,000 Jamaican dollars per unit, it may be worth it.
120,000, and it's only 10 million. How much would be the mortgage on 10 million? But 120. But you might have to fix it up. So you probably have to spend another 5 billion to fix it up. This property is in Mobile. I want to buy it because I think it should go for less. Why do you think it should go for less? 10 million is where I sell land for in Mobile.
Well, it depends on where in Mobile. There's lots of places in Mobile.
Yeah, but if some Montego Bay, it must be near the airport.
But it could be flankers. It could be anywhere.
It no matter, people rent places in the flankers. What do you mean? You know, I was in a getaway I rent and I collect money. That's rubbish. I should tell about flankers, yeah. I should lose the getaway renting.
But are you used to that type of
yeah, then well, that's why I hesitate. Because if tell me what the 10 million place to let me go back. Tell us where it is. We will go buy it and show you so the place can rent. I always say ghetto mean inner city. That's what I'm called in Jamaica anyway. The inner city, everybody. But the inner city, I grew up in Jonestown. Big up to everybody who come from Jonestown. So I'm used to in and outs of the inner cities. Used to live at Maxwell Avenue too. So I'm used to live at Waterhouse too. So I can flex between the different.
I lived in what's that, Maxview?
Maxine, I mean, yeah. So I can flex between the different zones in the country, you know what I mean? This morning I was in Spanish Town too. So it depends on if you can flex in the zone. Now, some of them to rental, they will call them slumland. When you have a house in a them area, them say you're a slumlord. Some persons don't like to be slumlords, but fix it up nice, rent it out. I think 10 million sound like a steal. With 12 places you can rent. If I have a 12 room, it bill already, you know.
Yeah.
All you have to do is go fix the bathroom, them and fix up those things. Come on. All right. You have another question?
Yes. Alfonso says, hi, Claudia. My wife and I are currently qualified for an NHT loan. We're looking to purchase. Can you help us in this regard? Our budget is 10 to 15 million, looking in St. Andrew, St. Catherine area, gated. Well, this sounds like a Ballet person, hands down.
Gated in St. Andrew is not 10 million.
It's not 15 million either.
Not 15 million either. Not if security guards stand up at the gate. We just put out a 1-bedroom for 17 million.
Even if a security
and there is
guard,
no security guard at the gate.
Even if there's no security guard at the gate, it's not 15 million.
Where can they get 15 million gated? You can probably get a 1-bedroom somewhere. That's the top of your budget. 15 million.
And it would have to be up in the hill. It wouldn't be on the flat.
Yeah. Would it be Dunrab in Cotton Spring Road? Barbican? No way. Not so sure what you're looking for. Ballet is supposed to be gated. Meaning no security guard. Just a click and you open the gate. That's what it means. Right. That's what gated means. Some of the schemes are schemes with gate. Sorry. Some of the schemes are schemes with gate. Them not gated, them just have a gate. Yeah. But it's not functional. You know what I mean? You can go Portmore and probably get if you can't get a scheme there no anyway. That would be Phoenix over Portmore.
Is Phoenix more than 15 now? If there's
the resales would be more than 15. But you can't get into the...
That's one scheme that appreciated really fast.
Yeah, because nobody else is selling.
Yeah. But
when the other schemes come on, so New Era Home supposed to bring in some, don't know what price them coming at. Other persons coming to don't know what price. The best bet you're talking about St. Catherine is either Spanish Town or Portmore gated.
Or Old Harbour.
Or Old Harbour gated. That's still St. Catherine. Yeah. Question. Looking for a house to buy in Ocho Rio, St. James. You have to know your budget, Paula. What's the budget? Houses in that area now are 38 million for a 3-bed gated.
Garth wants to know, do you have any lots for sale in New Wales?
No. I tell you, New Wales is slow. You need to find something in Mandeville. Location, very important. Yes, Zanzan on training. Yes, Zan's on training. Where is he, Great? Where's Zanda? He's sleeping, right? All right, good evening, Claudia and Tony. What would be the cost of your services? Depends on which services, Tanisha. What's the service? If you're a seller or you're a buyer or you want to build, what's the service? 1.13 acres. What's the question? Close by area for 350,000 K, buy it. If you find a 1.13 acres for 350,000 US, then you can buy it. Or you can call me to sell it for you. Close to real. Land prices in St. Thomas are on the increase. Yes, they are, Ricardo, for sure. So I say, you know, if you want it, you have to grab it now. Emerging markets.
Meryl asking, how much will it cost to build a 3-bedroom house?
Square footage. Square footage is roughly, that price is going up, 10,000 per square feet.
Right, and it's...
So if you have 1,000, Reggie, can you open the door, please? So if you have 1,000 square foot house, it's going to cost you 10 million to build that.
We can give them an example. For example, Richmond is 1,500 square feet.
Yeah, Richmond is 1,500, so that should cost you about 15 million to build. If you already have the land, yes. Richard, I think you did a boo-boo there, so now.
Can't get out.
All right, give me Zan. You can come up. You can manage with Zan now? Yeah. Mind if I squeeze your finger in the grill? All right, so what was the question? I'm sorry, we got distracted with Rachel.
They were asking how much to build a 3-bedroom house.
$10,000 per square feet. House building cost here is by the square feet. So, and that is basic fixtures and basic everything, not top end. Question. Jamrock
is asking, do you guys like Draxall, Richmond? We love Draxall and Richmond.
Both.
If I could live in Richmond, I probably would.
Yeah, if I was to choose, I'd go with Richmond though. I like Richmond. I say Richmond is a Benz on that side. You know, you have Benz, you have Toyota, you have Nissan. Richmond is the Benz. That's what I say. Dusty and dry, not in 10 years. So yes, you're right. That's St. Thomas you're talking about, right? St. Thomas is definitely emerging market, close enough to Kingston, Morant Bay being developed. Yes, Goodwin. Oh, somebody is agreeing with me. Emerging market. Go after it if you want to. Funny, we should probably go get some land out there.
I'm saying it, so
But
you're
I'm
not
in-
taking me on.
But I'm in retirement, remember? I'm in retirement. I do my part already. Just want to drive in a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, but even if I say I have X money and I want to buy St. Thomas, you're gonna be like, no, buy St. Anne. St. Anne is your baby.
If you are buying St. Thomas for Xander
Mhm.
and for your children to come,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Remember what I said, everybody. Emerging market. You will not realize the profits.
Profit.
Yeah, because rental in St. Thomas is cheap.
Mhm.
You know, you not realize the profit. But if you're buying it to put down in trust for your grandchildren, for your nephew, and for your children, yes,
Someone's asking if there's any houses left in Richmond,
sold out.
but there's some resales.
So they're resales. Yeah, they're resales. We need to. Richmond is another one we need to bring up next week. We'll bring those up next week. Richmond started at 195,000 US. The valuation of the dollar has carried it. It's now 260. So if you bought it dollar for dollar, 195,000, realizing a 260,000. So you're realizing a 60,000 profit. Let us say 5,000 is for to pay the government and whoever else. So you would have earned yourself 60,000 US. Plus you would have rented out the house too and all of that. So definitely a good buy. Alfonso, you will not get upgated in the areas you just mentioned for 15 million. Thank you, brother and butter. Gated community is not 15 million. Not in those areas. Portmore, Old Harbor.
Yeah,
Old Harbor.
And the one that we're doing.
And Ballet in Spanish Town. But wait, remember everybody, St. Andrew. So those of you who have property in St. Andrew, and on the parents buy property in St. Andrew and give try not farm the fool and sell it.
Yeah, you have to keep
right?
it.
You have to keep those properties. Those are what we call Ben's area. In other words, so we live in St. Andrew now. I can tell you hands down, my two daughters cannot buy anything in St. Andrew. They can't, right? Them have to do it like for me to start a Spanish Town, which is why I'm starting with Ballet, right? So that is where you start. And then as your income increases, and then some people don't get increase in income either because they're not staying in school, they're not improving their skills like what the richest man in Babylon says. If you could have only find it quick and fast. He says it's seven cures for a lean purse. And the seventh cure is increase. See it here?
You found it?
Yeah, I found it. Oh, you can't see it.
They can't see. They can't see it from here.
Increase thy ability to earn. See there? He says you are to increase your ability to earn, but a lot of you going to one job, don't go learn nothing else, and stay in the one job, right? He says, there's more gold in Babylon, my students, than thou dreamest of. There is abundance for all. Go thou forth and practice these truths that they mayest prosper and grow wealthy. So the seventh and last remedy for a lean purse is to cultivate thy own powers. I give me trouble again. To study, to study and become wiser, to become more skillful, right? To so act as to respect thyself. Thereby shalt thou acquire confidence in thyself to achieve thy carefully considered desires. So that's the seventh cure. That's the last cure for a lean purse. You have to keep learning. The amount of schooling you go. I learned both by going to school and I also learned by doing. So I learned how to do subdivisions by doing. I didn't go to school to that. As a matter of fact, I didn't go to school. I did 1 month on a course at National Land Agency. And that's where I started to get the gist of how to do it. So I did that course 1 month. I think it was 40,000 for it at the time. I don't know how much I'm charging now. But they do that course and them teach you the whole thing about land titling and how all of that, right?
Right.
And I also did my dealer's course, which touched on it as well. So in any profession that you have, so if you're an electrician, a plumber, a doctor, a nurse, whatever you are, you have to keep learning. So if you start out as basic nurse, you might want to specialize to be a midwifery or be a, another kind of nurse up in the line till you reach matron, till you can take over the hospital.
Oh, that's what it's called, a matron?
Yes.
All right, so Perline wants to know, I'm 53 years. Do you think it's too late for NHT?
NHT will let you up to age 70. If you're 53 and live in Jamaica, contribute to the National Housing Trust if you're self-employed. Is it that you did not contribute to the National Housing Trust? If you live overseas, it's going to be 2 years, so you're going to be 55. You can contribute to the trust. It depends. If you're self-employed, I would say definitely contribute because you're going to have a hard time with the banks to give you a loan. Right?
If you're not self-employed, you just get a regular loan.
If you're not self-employed and you're employed and you have a job and you have an income and everything, click the link that Tony gave you for the mortgage officer and get pre-approved for a loan. Let us see where your loan dropping you. And then we can determine if. But if you're overseas, 55, you'll wait 2 years to qualify. You're going to be 57. House price are going to move. NHG only going to give you 6.5. Still have to go merge to the next loan. I better you try and get a pre-approval now. See how much you qualify for and just buy it where that can afford. So if it's 10.5, you can buy a 1-bedroom Ballet, just buy that. And go and pay for it little. Because your mortgage is going to be high. So for me, taking a loan now at 55 is going to be higher than Toni-Ann taking a loan now. Or Rachel taking a loan now. You can check for Association of Master Builders. I'm not seeing that.
They're asking about
you can check for which mortgage institution has the most affordable upfront closing costs, VMJ or other. That I don't know. I haven't taken a loan in years. I mean, my last loan was 10 years ago. I haven't taken a loan in years, guys.
Would we have the opportunity of getting a mortgage right here?
We're going to get a mortgage here, yeah. But you explore them. We'll give it a link. So you're going to explore it. Those are the things that I worry about, though. Closing costs when I'm taking a mortgage. I just worry about who will give me the loan. Because a bank's closing costs may be low, but the requirements to qualify for the loan is high, and you don't qualify. So Jamaica National may be at 50% debt service ratio. Victoria Mutual is at 45% debt service ratio, but Jamaica National's closing cost is lower. But because the debt service ratio is 45%, you're not qualifying for the loan that you want to qualify for. So it's not I don't worry about those things. What I look at is how much will the bank lend me? In other words, will this bank lend me the money? Once the bank will lend me the money, I'm run with it. When you guys
are asking, why don't you guys enable Super Chat?
What's Super Chat?
Yeah, we're not sure what Super Chat is.
We're just using the platform, so you have to forgive us. Tony hasn't fully learned it. So many things to learn. As a matter of fact, I'm learning digital, I must tell you. I'm learning digital. I'm so excited. I'm learning landing pages, websites.
You went to 261 today.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Remember to give us a thumbs up. Remember, those of you who don't subscribe yet, subscribe right now. And give us a thumbs up so that other people can find the video. So I'm learning digital. Those of you in the mastermind session, we'll talk. I will talk to you about that, what I've learned. And it's amazing, everybody. So remember I said Tony that I'm going digital this year. I'm now a Grammy, not Granny, everybody. Remember, don't call me that, I am Grammy, as in the award, right? And it's my retirement year. So I'm retiring this year, right? Now, don't run up and down Tony and I forgot to do that, Tony can't drive, so she forgot how to drive. Sorry for you. But it's my retirement year. And I want to digitize. I want to earn digital money now. Strictly digital money. Or my other book that I'm reading, where is it? Dan Locke. F you money. Go read a book. You can't go read a book for free. Go to Dad Log and read the book, right?
Yeah, he gives you the book for free.
Yeah, he sent me the book, and I'm in Jamaica. And I just went on, paid the shipping. I remember cheap money. And he sent me the book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he still has a promotion, but he sent me the book. In the 80s, before I migrated, does that still count? In the 80s, I don't know if they have your records. It wouldn't though. You'd have to pay you have to contribute again for 2 years. No, if you contributed for 1 year already, you qualify already. Mm-hmm. You just have to contribute for 1 year and qualify again.
But she still can get back her money for pension purpose, right?
Not a monkey money. It is.
Oh.
Yeah, you can get it back. You can't go back and get back all your money. When you reach 65, just apply to NHT and then give back your money. And you're good. Rachel, you can turn the fan this way, please. And you're good. Question. Somebody's asking a question.
Howie's asking us, hi ladies, question for you. When contact Stonebrook Manor,
they're sold out.
They're sold out. Which location is better for Airbnb or long-term rental? Colbeck in Old Harbour or Ocean Point?
Well, Ocean Point is on the North Coast.
They said long-term rental.
Yeah, long-term, not short-term.
Oh, they want Airbnb too.
Yeah. Airbnb. Ocean Point is on the North Coast, right in front of a hotel. Mm-hmm. I would go with Ocean Point if it's Airbnb you're talking about.
Or short-term rental.
If it's, short-term rental. Long-term rental, Old Harbour rent for like 40, 50, 60,000.
Mm-hmm. Just depends.
I suspect Ocean Point might go for the same thing now. But people come to the hotel that's called Grand Palladium, which is across the street, right there
walking distance
at Lucy Point. Yeah, at Point Lucy. Walking distance across the street. So if it's that you're talking about, I would go with Ocean Point. The Lakers in St. Catherine is near Green Acres. Yes. As you pass Green Acres, Marcia, it's on the left. You go down there. Emerald Estate maintenance is 4-5. Okay, yes, Emerald Estates. So Emerald is on the North Coast, heading on the St. Mary side. So when you're coming to Ocho-Rios and you're going east, you pass White River and you continue past Tower Isle, going out, Emerald Estates on the right. As a matter of fact, the people who building Colbeck Manor now, they're the ones who built, which is Chemtech, they're the ones who built Emerald Estates. And I think that was somewhere in 2008 when the road was being repaired and widening and all of that, right?
Okay. Question, Leroy Faulkner. Question, hi Ms. Davis, how can I go about taking off my children's mother off my title and put my children's name on it?
Just do a transfer. But she have to sign the paper.
Yeah.
If she don't want to sign the paper, you have to go to court.
Why wouldn't she agree?
No. I don't know. But you can. Mm-hmm. If she's deceased, you need to give me some more info. I'm gonna give the scenarios. So you and your children bought a property. If you bought it in joint tenants and she's deceased, you already own the property on your own. So you don't need to do nothing. You can just add the children's name. If she's alive, then you need to get her to sign the transfer of her part back to you or of her part transfer to them, quote unquote. But both of you would sign the transfer. You just have to say transfer from Mary Brown and John Brown to Mary Brown, Ann Brown, baby Johnny Brown, and whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So somebody telling us the
maintenance cost.
The maintenance. Draxall is 10,000. Okay, it's not 8,000. Raise to 10,000. And Richmond is 123 USD.
This says 11,000.
11,000. Oh, 11,000 Jamaican, and Richmond is 123 USD. 123 USD is about what? 20,000 now? Mm-hmm. Or somewhere near there? Okay.
while Emerald Estate is only 4,500.
Right. But Emerald Estate doesn't have any amenities.
It has 24-hour security.
24-hour security, but no amenities, no swimming pool, no lawn tennis court, and those things.
Okay.
So you're not paying for that. You're only paying for the security.
Which I think is what's really valuable to people.
The security. Most persons don't use a swimming pool and a gym.
Yeah, most people don't use that.
Mm-mm.
You're paying for the security. That's what you really want. And you can get that at Emerald.
Yeah, you can get that at Emerald. We have a house here selling at Emerald now.
Mm-hmm.
So that house is 28 million. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath house.
Right, it's really nice. It comes furnished as well, right?
It's furnished. Furniture is at a different price. Though.
Furniture is a different price.
Yeah. But
But you get ready done.
yeah, done.
Yeah.
And the bedroom is big because it's a bedroom that was added on.
Mm-hmm.
So the bedroom is big, right?
So
Ballet is, yes, it's their Green Acres. Emerald maintenance 4.6, yes. So the Emerald, so if you don't want amenities and so, we can go with the Emerald. If your budget is 30 million, we can go up to the 38 or 40 million in a Draxall and a Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy Emerald. Emerald is only about 10 minutes to Ocho Rios.
Right. And it's a
And
beautiful
so is
road.
Draxall. So is Draxall. 10 minutes to, and Prairies, 15 to 20 minutes to Ocho Rios, right?
Right, so if you want to be in the town, you can get Emerald.
You can get Emerald. And it's nice. I mean, landscape and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just the same. Question. Websites to search for property. We can look at our website. Our site is
PrestigeRealtyJA.com. We're running out of time.
Running out of time.
Oh, look, we got a question to show up on the screen. How did we do that?
I don't know. Oh, I can see it too.
How did we do that?
You press something you don't even know, eh?
I don't know what I pressed.
Hide. All right. What's the next question? Can you take another question? We're going into Zoom at 5, everybody. You can join us over there. Did you give them back the link? Don't enable super chat. We don't know. We will research super chat. Any more land selling in Draxall? 1 acre, 165,000 US.
Mm-hmm.
How do you earn points with NHT, or how does the NHT system work? Nobody knows how that works except NHT.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to favor the older persons though. But do not hang out for an NHT scheme. Don't hang out for an NHT scheme. If you hang out for an NHT scheme, you're gonna get left behind. Just go and buy something on the old market.
So it seems to be the older you are and the longer you've been contributing, you'll benefit from
that. But by the time you get older, your mortgage is high. You know, when I bought my house at 23, my mortgage was like 1,500. Oh, I need to do a case study with that.
I think so. Not a trick, but one way you can be in favor of getting an NHT scheme is if you have a parent who is older, who has been contributing to NHT for 10 years or more and didn't get any benefit, then you can join with that parent, and that's more likely that you qualify for an NHT scheme because you would have built up the parents' points. Yeah.
Naturally, some hairstyle as a one. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ballet because it's in St. Catherine of St. John's. Yes, 10.5 to 14. Thank you, Marcel. Trudy says Draxall Estate. Scroll down.
Hold on, somebody's asking for the Zoom link. Let me find it.
Zoom link question. You want to give me a question first? I'm going to do it quickly.
Okay.
And the marathon, we need to get over to...
The time is very close.
The time is very close.
Oh, here's a question. Yanis, Francis, if I purchase a property through the bank, then decide to pay it off in 6 months, would I pay a penalty?
More than likely, yes. I would say wait 1 year. You're going to pay a penalty, but if you have the money, pay it off. Or buy another property if you have the money. Because you already have that loan. Mm-hmm. Buy another property with the money. You don't necessarily need to pay off the bank. Right? You have any more questions? How does NHC calculate person's points? Don't know. That one is NHC secret. I want to get a loan of 10 million from the bank.
I think the reason why they don't tell us is that I don't want us to do things to get the points.
You know? What are some of the requirements for besides salary? Really is a salary. That's it. and your expenses, how much loans you have. So therefore, let us say the debt service ratio is 50%, right? How that works, if you're earning 100,000 per month, the debt service ratio is 50%. What they're saying is $50,000 of that pay can pay loans. So if you have a car loan for 20,000, you have a student loan for 10,000, you only have 20,000 left, can pay the loan, right? And that 20,000, then they tell you how much mortgage that is. All right, so next week I will do that. Oh, I think I did this already, Tina. How to calculate your mortgage.
We have a video on that.
We have a video on it. What you can do is search for that video. How to calculate mortgage, Claudia Davis. Because I did a video on it. How you can know how much mortgage you can get. Right? Order Trivium Base, Value Lever Realtor, Coldwell, good websites for real estate. I should tell you, Audrey, all the real estate websites have the same thing on them. No, Sharon, I must tell that.
Yeah, they all have the same thing.
They all have the same thing on them. So it don't matter which one you go to, you will see the same thing.
And I think one of the reasons to do why they did that too is so that nobody would be disadvantaged in knowing what's on the market.
Yeah, you guys would be disadvantaged. So we have an MLS system that we use, and all the properties are up there, and that's what it is. Although some properties not up there, and some properties don't get there because they sell so fast.
Yeah.
You know, you put it, you have it, it's gone.
All right, I just sent the Zoom link, and I think that's a wrap for today.
Is it? You want to take one more? 507.
Let's try one more.
Did you log into Zoom already?
Not yet.
Not yet. Some persons on here will be jumping over onto Zoom. We did, Tony, you sent 27 messages I should answer.
Yeah, that's Alfonso.
Alfonso, forward back the message, Alfonso.
Yeah.
We have lots of WhatsApp messages. We're going to have to hire somebody
just to answer
the WhatsApp messages. We are just swamped, overwhelmed. What's the other word I can use? You have any more questions? $20 per year of contributions. I'm not so sure what that is. Yes, pay a penalty. Hi, ladies. Energy informed. You're not sure many new questions. How does energy
trying to scroll
uniquely? Where NHT site you find that info, please. Which info unique? Is it about which info?
I'm not sure.
Is it about voluntary contributions? NHT have a search bar. Just search in the search bar for anything you want. It's nht.gov.jm. So he says, I didn't put them on. It's me and my wife who qualify for 6.5. And we also can up the amount to 50. My wife is in Florida, and I'm here on the search. First thing you have to do is narrow down your search. You want an apartment, you want a house. Narrow that down now by location. You want it in St. Andrew, St. Catherine, or whatever. Narrow it down.
And it also decide if you want St. Andrew, chances are that body is going to be a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
So you have to know if you're comfortable with that, or if you need something bigger to expand your family.
Yeah. Is there a tax lien properties to buy in Jamaica? No. Our government don't put tax liens, even though you owe them, they don't put it on it. They can, but they don't.
They just wait until you sell it, yeah?
Yeah, they need someone to talk about purchasing a property. I have done the deposit, got all the documents required, but waiting on the loan officer to reach out, but not yet. Why are you freaking out? Call the loan officer.
Yeah.
I don't understand. As who is that? Tashalia.
Daily.
You must work with a mortgage officer. You do the deposit, you get everything together. You give the loan officer all of that already. So call the loan officer or go to the loan officer's office.
Yeah, loan officer is probably just checking it with a fine teeth comb.
No, I'd probably gone to the adjudicator and don't come back yet.
Yeah.
We bought a piece of land in Jamaica. We have 3 children. Can we put the 3 children's name on title? Sure you can. It's another thing I need to show you. If the children are under 18 though, you need to make sure this clause is on it. I'm writing it down. I'll do it next week. It's called a child clause. That's what I call it. That's not what it named.
The child's clause?
I call it the child clause, but that's not what it's named. It's called. So if I want to put Xander's name on a title right now, I would put that clause on it. What that clause does is allows you to sell the property still if you want to. Because if you put your children's name on it and they're under 18, you will not be allowed to do anything with that property. Yeah.
We were not allowed to do anything.
You can't sell.
That's the only thing you can't do.
You can't mortgage either.
Oh.
You can't rent and lease, but you can't sell. You can't mortgage your property.
Oh, because
the child is a minor.
No, and the minor is not able to go into
to contract. Yes, not able to go into contract. So you'd have to make sure that clause is on it. I call it child clause, but if there was another name, lawyer would tell me. If a lawyer is on here, tell me what it name.
I don't think Mrs. Richards is here today.
Okay, time is running out on me. Miss Davis, I need some advice, please. What time is running out on you? Talk to the rep.
Right.
Or if you don't have a rep, are you working with a rep?
Yeah, she said I gave the loan officer the information and waiting.
Call the loan officer. You have to call the loan officer.
Yeah, find out what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that's it.
Some guys in.
This is all the time we have.
Is there any burning question? Lot of new here. Thank you.
I don't think we can get.
I'm glad you like how informative the videos are. Thank you. Try to keep you informed. Try to get you to buy real estate, everybody. Don't wait until you're old to buy the real estate, right? And if you reach 25, you're too old already.
All right, I need to change the Zoom link. One moment, everyone. I saw the message.
The Zoom link is bad.
Let me check something.
Oh, they're not getting in.
Right.
Have you started the meeting?
No, not yet. I'm going for the other link. One moment, everyone.
So how will other persons get the link? Is that the most current link?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So thank you so much for staying with us. I will discuss the clause. I'll show you some properties that are available in the areas that you have been asking me about. Remember that you can also WhatsApp us and ask us for the information as well. Remember, I keep saying those of you who need help to sign up with your national housing, not national housing.
Somebody saying, I'm not sure if this is live, people. It's being streamed via Restream. It's live.
It's live? So what's the meaning of that? What you mean not stream? Not sure this is live. It's being restreamed via like Restream. That's a joke. That's a pun. No pun intended.
No, what happened is with Restream, instead of doing this live, we can do it in studio and then send it out, quote unquote, live. But we're actually doing it live. We're actually committed to come here every Sunday from 3 to 5 to talk to you.
Right. He says he cannot send a link.
I'm going to send out a new link now. Okay, just send the link.
Are you seeing the link? Everybody give us a thumbs up. Remember, those of you not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm still not seeing the link.
I'm not sure why it's not coming up. I'm checking. One moment. Go here. And
are you seeing the link now?
Not yet.
New technology giving you a baby. You should be seeing it now.
There we go.
All right, test it, everybody. Tony, get on the Zoom.
All right, get on Zoom.
We may have to move the Zoom time.
Or make this earlier.
Wow.
Make this 2 o'clock?
No, sir.
Yeah,
running off my feet already.
If we make it 2 o'clock, then the persons in the UK and those other countries can actually join us.
Oh. The thing is, I went to do a showing this morning, and that keeps happening to me. I'm doing showings, I'm taking the phone calls, I'm running non-stop.
Or what you can do is just not schedule anything for your Sundays because you know you're committed to doing these 2 programs.
Yes, Tony. That's easier said than done.
It is.
I need to find somebody to duplicate me.
Mom, you're an original. No one can duplicate you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I said, Devon, you were on live. And you're here now.
A lot of these persons were online.
We're on live. All right. So guys, give me 5 minutes. And then to Tony, we need to log out. Thank you so much for staying with us on live. We're going to head on over to Zoom now.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Hi from the UK. Almost my bedtime.
That's what I'm saying. If we came on earlier, then they could, more persons from the UK could join us.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.